RealLyfeStreetStarz, man. We got us one in here, man. Hey, man. MoneyGangSlugga, man, in the motherfucking building, man. G, what's good, family?
Yeah, man. What's going on, man? How y'all feeling?
Man, appreciate you. Hey, we feeling good, man. We feeling blessed. A little, got a little weather in here, but hey, we in here, though, man.
It is what it is.
Hey, it's a blessing for you to come out, man. But for those that are deaf, yeah, you might have brought the weather with you, man. You like we was yesterday. We was good. Now we feeling something for real.
As soon as I got off the plane, the temperature dropped.
Nah, for real, man. Hey, but with that being said, man, for those that are deaf, dumb, stupid, man, been living on a rock, man, go and tell them where you from, man, what it is you do, man.
Man, I'm a rapper, CEO from Houston, Texas. You know what I'm saying? Northside, Acres Home, Fofo. You know what I'm saying? Do a little bit of everything, though. I ain't gonna lie. Before I had got a manager, you know, I was doing all that. Booking shows, interviews, out of town gigs, all of that, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, got my boy, he got me right now, so.
I'm just curious, man, you know, this is Real Life Street Stars, man. When would you say you got out here in these streets, man, as far as just, you know, you doing, you know, for whatever you're doing, you're gonna get into this game right here, man. How long ago was it?
Like how long I've been rapping, doing music?
Rapping, and just even getting out there, you know, just getting out, you know.
Cause we've been in the streets since high school, middle school, just fucking around, but as far as like actually getting it in on the rap side, this like my third year.
Yeah, bet.
Yeah.
Do you remember when you was like, I done came down? Was that ever a time?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah.
Man,
I remember that.
10 screens watching. Money Talk 29.
For sure. Coming down.
I was gonna say, you from a spot, Acres Home, like that niggas was saying that on records. Like,
yeah, for
so
sure.
even if you didn't live in Houston, nigga felt like he knew, you know what I'm saying? They painted that picture and shit.
With the videos and the slabs and they were really doing that. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta ask you, man, you growing up in Houston, you know what I'm saying? Cause from Dallas perspective, Houston was big for us.
Yeah.
Did it have that same effect as for the Swisher House movement? I know Screw for sure, but like, was them movements as strong as it was in Houston? Because, you know, sometimes you don't get the same love in your own city than you do outside.
Nah, for sure, because we was all on the drink wave and that shit took over, and the big clothes and long chains and grills and all of that. Cause I was young when all of that was going on, so whenever I got old enough to even get my shit molded, I went and got me a grill.
There you go, not for real. Hey, real quick, hold on.
No, I was just gonna ask, man, because it seems like the jewelry culture in Houston is very big. Like, how important is it for a nigga to get a chain in Houston or a grill in Houston?
I mean, important, or is it? If you getting money, for sure, you gotta have one of the two. Like, that's just off the rip. The main goal is when you run your bag up, get your grill permanent. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you know, yeah, he really getting it.
Cause that's what I was gonna say. I've seen like a lot of dudes, like a lot of up and coming artists, like they always do that grill first, and I was like the chain or the watch first.
Yeah.
But that grill, and you might not see him have nothing else, but they gonna have that goddamn permanent.
Yeah, the grill, cause the grill, it kind of do more for you. Especially when you talking to bitches and shit that, you know, you smiling, they see your teeth shining and shit.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, H-Town made that a motherfucking thing, man. Made a whole song that Nelly had to get with the culture. So he knew what it was,
He had
man.
to come down there and get him a grill.
Man, when you was younger, man, as far as H-Town has had a lot of artists blow from there, man. Who was one of your favorites growing up that you just really catered to?
I mean, really, we was listening to like Mike Jones and Paul Wall. Chameleon there for sure was my favorite because he was like diverse, and I always knew he was gonna be like a different type of dude. You know what I'm saying?
Chameleon was our favorite too, man. Goddamn, did it fuck you up when the riff, like you being from H-Town, when the whole riff of Chameleon there, Paul Wall going back to Switch House with Mike Jones, for you, like seeing that while you're there in Acres Home, how was that for you?
I mean, that whole little situation, even when they was all like getting into it and shit like that, that was just, you know, what we needed for the culture. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that gotta happen sometime. You can't avoid it.
They call it controversial sales.
For sure.
So at one point, Swisher House got a deal, and they had it felt like a 1 year run where it was like Mike Jones, Slim Thug, Chameleon, Paul Wall. Like they just ran through for a year and then it just kind of fizzled out quick.
Yeah.
you know, and then from there, it was just like a long period of time where it felt like Houston kind of went over and Kurt Cobain's kind of surfaced.
Yeah.
What was happening to H at that time? Was it like niggas struggling to try to reinvent themselves? Was niggas like...
Yeah, it was like either niggas didn't want to break away from that Swisher House DJ Screw era and turn it into something new. Like, really, I don't feel like Houston really came back till Sauce Walker came back. You know what I'm saying? When Sauce Walker came and put the sauce and turned the syrup and all that to drip, then we kind of got a new identity. And then I felt like all the younger dudes took advantage of that.
Because I was just gonna say, because now we got a new wave, which you a part of.
Yeah.
It's you, Lil Jeremy, OTB.
Yeah.
Like, how does it feel to be like on the forefront of that new Houston wave? Like none of that, because you know, it was like, y'all don't even look the same no more. You know what I'm saying? It's just a whole new energy, you know what I'm saying?
For sure, we putting on for the youth, for sure. Like, I just feel like, to me personally, I know if it's a lot because of where I came from. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't even really supposed to be the biggest rapper or the dude that you see next to all these other artists. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was really like, before I really started saying, fuck it, I'm gonna get this rap a try, I was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Even my whole first year of rapping, I was fucked up, but I was still so passionate about the music to where I could still hustle up some money to shoot me a video, record, do me a little showcase or some shit like that. But it's like now, to see that shit, like people calling me, trying to get me places and want verses and songs and all that shit, it's like a whole 360, cause.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, man, because a lot of cats come in here thinking that there is some kind of cheat code to get, you know, to start shining in this game and start getting the light. But like you said, the first year you was fucked up, man, as far as trying to get to, you know, just trying to stay consistent. What was some of the shit, just so the fans at home could know that you was going through as far as personally to try to, you know, stay in this game, stay consistent, stay working?
I mean, shit, for sure, like, anybody know me from the city, like, they know a nigga slept on the air mattress for a whole year at the trap, woke up in the morning, you know what I'm saying? That's my whole life. I had to do that shit for an entire year to even see some profit, you know what I'm saying? To actually go buy chains and all that shit. This shit didn't come from rap, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, at the same time, the music is what pushed me, because I always knew once I get the money, it'll be easier to rap. Once I get the money, it'll be easier to rap. But I already spent my last on the video, and I'm already paying $250, $300, you know what I'm saying? And at that time, that's a cheap video, and I'm not even in tune with the $1,000 videos yet, or the half pint films, none of that. I ain't even got that far yet. I'm just on some shit like shooting with people in the city that's coming up.
Nah, that's facts, man. Just because you on that subject, I do want to ask you, man. You just dropped a recent one with Sackright Visuals, man. Hey, you know, it's funny because, you know, we watch a lot of videos, niggas do a lot of shit. You know, everybody can pump out a video a week, bro, but I ain't seen no nigga hit no goddamn push-ups with the push-ups, goddamn.
Yeah,
I ain't seen no goddamn push-ups, man. Yeah. Whose idea was that, man?
Yeah, that was really just, you know, I had the pound in that bitch, fuck it. It was hot in there, that motherfucking flamethrower was going. Yeah. So shit, I just said, fuck it, this how we gonna start the video off. You know what I'm saying?
Man, when you be coming up for like, when you be thinking of ideas to do for videos, like, do you see it? Like, how does that, tell me about that process, man.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, my process on doing videos done really kind of adapted over time. You know, at first, I just wanted to shoot videos so much and so often, it didn't really matter as long as I had on some different clothes. You know what I'm saying? If you really pay attention to my catalog, a lot of them videos are shot in the same place. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's in the studio, outside the studio, but you will have to be from there to recognize it. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of my videos are shot at the same place, just different rooms. Like our studio got 4 rooms in it.
That's smart.
One in the red, one in the yellow, one in the purple. You know what I'm saying? So even the features too, like if you look at the features, they at the same spots. So it's like.
Being you actually from that bitch, do y'all still do money for the features or what? Like, how does that work when you actually know there's niggas in your city and you actually good in your city?
I mean, that shit really only goes so far, to be honest, fool, because we together, you know what I'm saying, we united, but it's like, it's so many people that want to be down or just fucking with you for the wrong reasons that you can't really sell yourself short. And then niggas don't be as serious as I am with the music. Right. I can do a feature with a nigga and he might not even put it out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
The only reason I ask that because I want niggas to see on here and know that just because you from a place and know some niggas that's lit, you still need to come with that bread because it's all about the business. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, nigga, all this shit that I got on, this shit wasn't free.
For sure. That's why you want to rap with me, because you know I'm going to make you look good.
Right, exactly. They just got to know that.
That's all it is.
Yeah, man. That song you got with CJ Casino, Pressure. Dope song, man. How did that come about? Because everybody knows CJ Casino be rapping his ass off. You know what I'm saying? He be killing shit, and you linked up, and it was a dope ass feature.
Yeah, me and CJ, that was our second song, really. Like the first song we did, it was called Turn Up and Go Savage. This was like my first year. That was actually the first nigga I paid for a feature though. There you go. You know what I'm saying? And at the time,
and I know he showed goddamn charge.
Yeah. But see, when I met him, he was just now coming up. Like he was charging $500. He came to Houston and shit. I was like, shit, I'm gonna work with that nigga. I already knew Sauce Walker and shit. So he went, he was at Sauce Walker's studio and shit. I hit Walk, man, let me work with bro. That's how I met Bugatti and all that shit. So from when I met them, I've been locked in with them ever since.
How sad is it to see them two fall out? I really like fuck with them as a group, man.
Man, they got me in the middle of that shit, man. Like, I be trying to fuck with both of them, but they understand my role, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't choose sides because I met both of y'all at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That shit y'all got going on don't got nothing to do with me. I fuck with you and I fuck with you too. I'm not gonna never bring you around him or do no shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Unless it's understood, but I never let nothing happen to you while you with me, never let nothing happen to you while you with me. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I keep
shit, man. That shit.
Yeah, man, but all them members, all them casino niggas, I'm locked in with them for sure.
As you stated though, to double back, you know, even with the Paul Wall and Commander, you said sometimes that stuff is needed.
Yeah.
Do you feel when you see a scenario like that, like?
But not that one. I don't think that one was needed. That one wasn't needed. That was too close. I think they could have went and fucked with somebody else and teamed up, and you know what I'm saying. But you know, I know how it be.
Man, I do want to touch on. You mentioned as far as shooting, some videos in the same spot, but making sure that your clothes was different. Now, I do want to make sure we touch on the drip, bro, because some niggas get in this game and they think they got the drip correct. They think they know what the fuck is going on. It seemed like you was birthed in the drip. You know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn, you come with it. So, as far as for those that's coming up in this game, man, how important is it? You know what I'm saying, to be able to have the music, but also have the other thing, the other factor. Yeah. With the style and the grace and the drip.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that shit is really something you can't even buy. Like, you can't even teach that shit. Like, unless you just put clothes on a nigga, but it's not gonna make him feel like me. I just wake up and put on clothes and then shit, niggas be like, damn, this nigga fresh as hell, what the fuck? Because I'm just outside the box with the shit. When I go in the store, I fuck around and buy everything that they got because I don't know what I'm gonna wear first.
But you know how to put it together though, so that's what's important. Like, hey, I got some shit.
And that's just, but I ain't gonna lie, even when I didn't have no money, I was still keeping it cool, like, that just always, that shit gotta be in you, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, even when I didn't have the money, I could still piece together a white tee and jeans and be fresh as hell, you know what I'm saying?
I credit any nigga that can go in Target and come out looking fresh to me. Like, nigga, where you get that from? Hey, I was gonna say, with, most people do need managers, but do you feel some artists do need stylists? Like, they should hire a stylist?
Yeah, some of these niggas can't dress. For sure. A lot of these niggas can't dress.
Now, I usually I like to ask, where do you go? What's your most expensive piece that you've ever purchased? But I'm gonna add, what is the least amount of you spent on a fit and everybody thought you had just spent the whole bag? Where did you get that fit from? Shit,
my own merchandise.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I can put that shit on and they gonna be like, man, let me get that jacket. I wanna buy that jacket. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like this shit right here. I got this shit. This my brand, Exotic Empire. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I had jackets and hoodies with this on there, like a little color monster. But that's about the least that I done. You know what I'm saying? My own. But as far as the most, I done did that shit so many times. Like I went to that little store in the Galleria. Please come home. I just spent like $4,000 in there.
Yeah, and they want a bag off in that bitch.
For sure. But I ain't gonna lie. I linked up with the owner. You know what I'm saying? He saved the price. He put me on the YouTube and shit like that. So you know what I'm saying? We gonna make it make sense now. We're not just gonna come in there and blow the bag. Like Gucci, Louis Vuitton, you go in there and spend $100,000. Here go your receipt.
Nah, they definitely be coming with the hospitality.
You know what I'm saying? So that's really what it's all about. Cause any store that I go in, if I like shit, I'm gonna buy whatever I want. And you know what I'm saying? It's just natural, and then people gravitate to me because I be asking them about shit. I know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? So they be feeling like, when you're talking about fashion with fashion people, it's like, it's an easy conversation to have, especially if we talking about the shit that y'all got in the store. And then he started giving me shit. At this point here, you can get one of each shirt, get your 2 hats, your socks, you know what I'm saying? That's the shit I be looking for, that's it.
Now, recently, Sauce Walka put a diamond implanted in the skull. Not in the skull, but he put it in his cheek. And then Uzi Vert backdoored and put a diamond in his forehead and said he spent $24 million. Now, I think his name Bandman Kevo said that a lot of these jewelers are finessing by saying it's VVS, but they really putting the SI. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever been finessed by a jeweler?
Yeah, I did. I ain't gonna even cap. I got finessed probably, but for not none of my shit that I bought now. Ever since when I got smarter, like when I first bought my first grill, I'm thinking, you know, shit, I done spent 10 on this bitch. This it.
Is it right?
And then I fuck around and go to another jeweler and tell him, look at my shit and make sure I'm straight. He like, nah, this ain't it.
Bro, and I don't even want to sound, but them foreigners, bro, they be playing. Cause bro, I got finesse. I spent 12, and you go and you take it to the other jewelry store. And you think, and they be like, I could have made you that piece of shit. I could have made you that shit for $5 grand.
For sure.
They had
make you feel so bad about getting
make you feel so bad
make you
about
want to go back and kill a nigga who did it to you. For sure.
So now, what's the protocol for? What do you think should happen to when you spend good money and you get finesse? What's the protocol?
I just feel like going into buying jewelry, for sure you gotta go in that bitch knowing that maybe what your budget is might not be the budget for the shit that you want. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like at the time I thought 10,000 was enough to pay for a grill, but niggas is spending 50s and 30s and 40s and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I spend a 40 and a nigga fucked over me like that, then I'm
gonna get in the blood.
He ain't making no more jewelry.
So
you know what I'm saying? Like,
do you think a nigga should shop around before he even get his first piece? Like shop around the different jewelers before?
I feel like people should research and learn about diamonds and qualities, and that way when you go in there and you like I say with the fashion shit, when you know what you're talking about, they know not to play with you.
Bro, they can't. If you know the price of gold, they can't even fuck over you. If you know what a VVS diamond actually is, then they can't fuck over you.
Like you gotta be, but then at the same time, you gotta be able to pick that shit out because they gonna test you every time. They gonna bring you the wrong shit out first, and if you go for that, then you will go for it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like my jeweler, they don't do that. They don't do that.
I was gonna ask your exotic piece right now, man. How did you come up with that logo? How did you come up with the? I mean, just tell us the history on that right there.
I mean, this was really made before it was even diamonds or anything. I just really like a lot of shit that I fuck around with is exotic. Yeah. Like it's hard to get your hands on. Like even like my dogs, I got all Merle dogs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit
that's
like
for sale?
that.
You put,
okay,
bad. Here we go. We gonna put it in the description, goddammit.
Designer.
Hey, when did that come about? As far as niggas having like these designer bullies and like things like that. Is that
they really been around, bro? But I caught on at the right time.
Okay.
I feel like I caught on at the right time, and I just went crazy with investing in them.
You smart,
smart. So like now, I can have 2 or 3 dogs pregnant at once. You know what I'm saying?
You cut on,
That's where it's at. Like, that's you know what I'm saying? Like, because when I was buying them hoes, niggas was telling me like, yeah, bro, I make $100,000 a year off this dog and this one together. Yeah. He gonna sell sperm all year long, and she gonna get pregnant at least once.
Yeah, and probably niggas, that shit probably went over nigga head at the time. Like, okay, or it's smart niggas invest right then and there.
Once I seen that, I was like, I'm finna go crazy.
Oh yeah, nigga talking numbers.
For sure.
Man, as far as the screw era and just screw in general, man, what are your thoughts as far as just, you know, music being screwed or slowed down? These kids now got what is called slowed and reverbed. Yeah. Is what these kids are listening to, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, people tell, hey, that's that screw shit that we was listening to back in the day, but you know, they call it slow and reverb now. Yeah. What are your thoughts on that as far as just that essence of music? And do you get your music ever chopped up, slowed down, anything like that?
I have. I did a mixtape like that before. I just, you know, I just feel like with certain shit you gotta, you know, let it be done with. If it's dead, then just let it die. But that's gonna always be Houston culture. Like, I just haven't heard nobody selling no screw tapes or none of that in the city to even be still. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool to have for your personal or your fans, if your fans into that. But if they not asking for it or nothing like that, you really just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I gotta ask you, who do you actually respect now as the DJ to Screw and Chop album? Like, if you was to go do it professionally, who would you go reach out to?
DJ Young Sam or Michael Watts, High C, Kiati, all of them for sure. Like, them just, cause they was in that. You know what I'm saying? They was in that era, so they know exactly what it sound like. I wouldn't get no new nigga to do it. You know what I'm saying? But for sure, any one of them.
Now, earlier you mentioned management and how you was doing everything by yourself. But now, you know, things have begun to flow easier now that you have management. How important was that, and when did you finally decide that I need to get this, a manager?
I mean, I've been like experimenting with management and shit like that. I felt like I didn't connect with them on the right level. Like, I even had like my partners managing me before. You know what I'm saying? Because I just need somebody to help me with this shit. But at the end of the day, you gotta realize your dreams might not be this next person's dreams. You know what I'm saying? Or the shit you want him to do, he might not want to do. He might not want to go to the DJ booth, get the music, bring you the mic, make sure they bring the money outside, and you know what I'm saying? Some niggas don't like talking to people.
It's hard to tell your friend that, like, nigga, go do this. Like,
you know what I'm saying? But it's like, at the end of the day, it's a difference whenever you get somebody and you don't have to tell them what to do.
Right. They know.
You know what I'm saying? You just tell them, hey, look, this is what I want, this is what we expecting, this is what we doing, and you don't never have to say it again. You know what I'm saying? Unless a nigga want to pay you more or shit, he got a couple dollars short. That's the only time we gonna come back and have a meeting about the money and see what you want to do. You know what I'm saying?
That's free game.
For sure.
Man, you know, we once interviewed somebody who from out of town who said, you know, Texas got the most beautiful women. Now, of course, this is the birthplace of Beyonce, Megan Thee Stallion's doing her thing. Would you agree with a statement like that coming out of Houston?
For sure. They out there.
I gotta ask, man, how much pressure is it, man, for a man to go to Houston and try to get one of these top-notch Houston females? Because a nigga in Atlanta said, man, Atlanta females are hard because niggas is just paying their rent off the strength, like right out the gate.
Yeah, so they doing that in Houston too. Yeah, for sure. But you just it's really about how you.
I think Dallas might be the only place a nigga ain't. Dallas niggas so stingy.
You'll be surprised.
Right.
You'll be surprised. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like in Houston, if you come right, you know what I'm saying, you got that shit on, them hoes gonna come to you. Amen. But they might come to you with a bill, or you know what I'm saying, they gonna come to you with the car note due today.
I gotta
shit
ask.
Like that.
I gotta ask. Let's kill the myth now, right now.
Right now, let's do it.
Is it still tricking in the day and because niggas is out here throwing a lot of money at these females,
tricking
bro?
Ain't dead.
I'm saying a lot of niggas is paying rent, car notes, and all kind of
houses.
Shit. So have the rules changed? Have the rules changed?
I don't do no tricking. If that's what you're asking.
So,
if you're asking me, I don't do no tricking.
For the tricking niggas that's out there, if a female comes and say, "Hey, I need my rent paid, my car note, whatever the fuck," say, is it more smart to just take care of that motherfucking bill or put the cash in the fucking hand?
Don't put the cash in the hand.
Look, we talking about, hold on. Let me paint the scenario.
It's gonna be on her shoulder, I'm telling you.
Let me paint the scenario.
The rent is gonna be on her shoulder.
We got Mercedes Moore or Prime Johnny Blaze. Like, hey, daddy, I need this little light bill.
But see, I ain't gonna lie though. A lot of them, they been hustling for so long to where they can buy that shit themselves.
Right.
Like, that's different. But that's the difference though. Like if a bitch can buy that shit herself, she already got it on. The only thing she needs you to do is to take that bill off of her. You know what I'm saying? So if you can't,
Mercedes Moore.
I'm not paying. I done met them. I'm not paying none of that. Oh, this shit is falling out the sky. I'm telling
you. Is there any female that you might consider that shit for? Like, is there like a celebrity crush you might be like, I'll spend it?
Nah, I don't think I like them that much.
Man, bro, I'm glad you're here, brother, because we had a clubhouse chat, brother, and the females was in the room like, if you had infinite money and you could have your favorite crush that you always wanted to fuck, how much would you pay for the pussy? And I said $1,000.
Yeah, that's
and she said, and you have unlimited money, you only gonna pay $1,000? Bitch, this is a transaction at this
God
point.
bless me with unlimited money, not you. He blessed me with the unlimited money. I'm not gonna give it to you. He didn't say give it to me and then give it to you. No. I give you a piece of percentage. You know what I'm saying?
A very small percentage.
Very small.
Let me change the question. If you came up on $1 billion, scratch off, boom, you wouldn't put the bitch up in a condo or something? You wouldn't just go and do it?
I mean, nah.
Nigga got mamas and niggas got ATs.
I'm talking about.
Baby mama, big bill.
Now we gonna keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Cause I got them. You know what I'm saying? I got like 4 spots. You know what I'm saying? Just I have to because this is my people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these are people I'm fucking with. I'm putting my trust in. So I gotta make sure they living in shit that I wanna go to. I can't have them standing in the hood and then when I go over there and try to fuck on them, I get robbed in the parking lot. You know what I'm saying?
Boy, you said some shit right there, boy.
I'm just, to me, that's not tricking. You know what I'm saying? Because not just putting random hoes, every hoe you meet, buying her something and all that, that's tricking.
So are any of them allowed to have quote unquote friends over?
What, like niggas?
I don't understand your language.
I don't understand your language. Yeah, that's. Nah, ain't no niggas over there.
That nigga gonna pull a 50 cent, that bitch gonna get burnt out.
Any nigga coming to a house that got a picture of me on the wall.
Looking like Scarface on that bitch.
Looking at your motherfucking ass like, hey, I'm here, nigga.
Hold on, no. Yeah, I gotta ask though, now that we on the topic, what's the most scandalous shit a bitch done did? Like as far as like, you know, fucked a married woman, kid in the room. It's just like, what's the most scandalous shit
I done did all of that, bro. Like, boyfriend, husband, baby in the bed.
Damn, that's real.
Like, it's just, bro, it's like, they gonna do whatever for it.
You can do that with no money.
Yeah, nah.
This is all no money. This ain't shit that you gotta have money to do. Like, this is not a rich nigga part of it right here. This is the bare minimum. Happy Meal.
Bro, yeah, very
hamburger helper.
Happy Meal, God.
Like,
with the toy, goddammit.
Like that.
With the toy, goddammit.
Like that.
With the toy, goddammit.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I done pulled up the
like,
mini spots and said, give me the kids meal. What we talking, man?
I'm just saying, like.
You ain't about to eat all this shit. Hey, now, but speaking of scandalous shit, I just want your thoughts on this because this is just something that is going on today, and you know they talking about it. They was angry at Lauren London. Some people were angry at Lauren London for possibly being pregnant by somebody less than 2 years after Nipsey's death. do you feel, out of wedlock, that there should be a time limit in which she should hold off and not saying be with somebody, but have a child? Like, I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do.
Exactly. I mean, hell yeah.
Is that a question? Is that a question?
Hell yeah.
Shout out Lauren.
Nunu.
Shout out Nunu.
Nunu for sure. But I mean, like, I feel like the world just applies so much pressure when they're like being an artist and being a public figure. Like, your life's so open. Like, everything you do, you gotta post where you at. You going to this club, they got your face on the flyer. You know what I'm saying? Your kids, you outside playing with your kids, they taking pictures of you take them to the mall, whatever. Your life's so open to where you can't hide nothing. So people gonna feel like they got input to say whatever or tell you about what you doing and comment negative shit, like whatever they gonna do. But at the end of the day, like, you still gonna do what you wanna do. Whatever make, you know what I'm saying, work for you.
I'm glad, staying on that topic, like now that you're in the public eye and and you starting to move around and do different things, what have you found that it becomes hard for you to do?
I don't know. I feel like I done got my focus and my discipline. The main shit that I was lacking at first, like consistency, discipline, saving money, spending money in the right places. I kind of got all that shit together. So it's like, to me right now, I don't feel like I got no weaknesses. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just me. But I feel like at the same time, I'm not doing enough of it. You know what I'm saying? I need to multiply this shit.
Nah, and speaking of multiplying and discipline with that, to come from where you came from, to not having, to getting and obtaining, you got a strong business mind on you as far as outside of music. And of course, rap is just a vessel to get to other business. What other things would you like to get into, what I'm saying, as far as being able to use, the music money and kind of indulging into other things? What would you like to get into?
I for sure want to make me like a clothing store, shoe store type deal, cause I'm into that shit for sure. Like,
are you into the sale of it or the making of, as far as what Kanye's doing, as far as he's making the brands and then of course giving it to people to sell? Or do you want to be able to?
Nah, I would pretty much start off with my own brand, but also be like a vendor for everybody to come to type shit. You know what I'm saying? Be that one-stop shop. Yeah. And for sure push my brand on the forefront. But I just like clothes so much and different shit. Like, even y'all, if y'all got merch and I like y'all shit, I'm gonna get everything that y'all got. You know what I'm saying? That's smart. Just how I am. It don't have to be Gucci or designer for me to want it. You know what I'm saying? I'll buy a $20 shirt. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about that because I know how I'm gonna make it look. And I take a person brand or a shirt or hoodie that they give me, and I'll wear that bitch like I paid $1,000 for it.
Nah, that's real. That's real. That's real, man. Now you already tapped in with your section OTB, everybody, man. As far as doing music and stuff, have you tapped in with like Louisiana, any artists, shit, little Arkansas, Oklahoma? Have you tapped in with the other markets outside of Texas?
Yeah, like Memphis.
Yeah. Shout out Memphis for real.
Memphis, I'm real tied in with Paper Route.
Yeah, shout out PRE for real.
Fizzle, Moochie, Brick. Brick from the city. So
definitely.
Tech.
Oh yeah, shout out Tech. Yeah, they doing it out there.
Tech be spazzing.
Not really.
So,
what's your favorite Tech rant? Tech be doing some epic rants. I like when he was like, he's talking about 6ix9ine. He a rat. He gonna get out. He be the face of rat.
Right there. And he hit it right on the head.
He hit this shit right on the head.
For sure.
You got it's funny, man. You got a song called Depression, right? We be talking about this shit today, man. We think one of our partners is depressed, man, but he won't say nothing about it. What do you think is like? Have you personally dealt with depression?
Hell yeah. Like, that's the whole, like, a tape on my next tape is coming March the 1st. It's called Psych Ward.
I seen that whole. That's the door cover.
And a lot of the song titles was like different types of mental illnesses. Like, I know I got people in my family with schizophrenia and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Post PTSD. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, like me, bro, I take care of so many people depend on me to where I don't never really get an opportunity to just slack you know what I'm saying, every day I gotta go hard. If I give it 50%, it's gonna show, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying, it's just certain shit that I can't allow to fall through the cracks. Or if not, I'm gonna fuck around and be underwater type shit.
Do you feel like you're handicapping any of these people by just taking care of them?
Nah, I wouldn't say that. Yeah. Not like I wouldn't. When I say taken care of, I'm just saying look up to me as a role model. Follow behind me in the shit that I'm doing, or look up to me to give them advice, or like my mama and shit like that. My little brothers, like it's not like I'm giving everybody money. Nah, it's not that. It's just trying to teach people the same thing I learned. So that way they can figure it out. You know what I'm saying? That's the hard part, because you still gotta help them when they fuck up. Or if they keep bumping their head against the wall, you can't really be done with them because it's your fam. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, I feel like I stretch myself so far in the city. Is like, everything that's going on for me, the way people fuck with me is genuine, because they know, like I told you, where I really came from. Like, I really was sleeping on the floor in the trap. Like, the floor looked like this shit. You know what I'm saying? And I had to stay down and do that shit every day, all day, from 8 a.m., 3 in the morning, till I felt like going to sleep. You know what I'm saying?
How did you, I'm not sure if you have, but how do you get out of that depression state? Because that's hard for some people don't even know that they are depressed. You know what I'm saying? How do you get out of that state?
I think mine is shopping, buying clothes. Cause whenever I go and do shit for myself, it make me feel better. You know what I'm saying? And whenever I'm buying shit, I ain't really thinking about what just happened before I came in the store. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like shopping really helped me a lot. Man,
you know, it's crazy, but they don't understand how good it feels to just get up and get fresh when you can just put them pieces together, man. What it do for the mind.
Yeah, and the confidence. It just help you a lot. It just make you feel like you can talk to anybody. That's really.
Hold on, so I'm. Hold on. So when the quarantine happened, and could nobody go nowhere and do nothing, how long did you go without no drip?
I never stopped getting drip. I never stopped getting no haircut, none of that.
Bro, I know whatever Salvation Army that's by you. them niggas lit. They be waiting for a nigga like this.
I'm telling you.
Bro, that nigga Slugga got that nigga dropped off the Dior. That nigga dropped off the Dior. LV. What is your favorite designer, man? You didn't want some of everything. Who is your favorite designer?
I ain't gonna lie, I like Montclair for sure.
Oh yeah. Nah, that's something that, again, you know, for what's been around forever, you know, to see a designer come out of, you know, not saying out of nowhere, but have their brand get to a point to where, you know, they can start charging $5,000, $4,000 for the drip, and it's looking good and colorful. It's like these young niggas. Yeah. You know, it's definitely a swag, man. Yeah. But you know, I'm still go with Louis.
Yeah, Louis had him.
Man, I just found out you was been doing internet concerts all through the
Oh yeah, that's why I say we was lit during the pandemic.
Tell us about that. Tell us how that process came and like what was that like?
Like that's why I say like having management and having people to help you plan out shit. Like it was really just an idea, and then he took it and got a big time DJ to do it. Put it on his live, have him come to our studio and do it. And then we did that shit like every week for at least like 2 months. You know what I'm saying? And then we just were like, fuck it, we gonna bring other rappers from the city cause ain't nobody doing shit. You know what I'm saying? So niggas just started pulling up and we let them perform their shit. And I ran my shit.
Bro, that is genius.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
Genius shit. So of course now, like, people been biting it.
Now they took it. They took it.
No, I'm saying for you,
they
people
making
been
a
biting
bag
it.
off of it.
But how good does it feel to see something like that you and your team came up with, made happen, and see other people do it?
Always, but it's always like that. It's been so much shit we done came up with, like cover arts and shit like that. Like Money Man and Pee Wee Longway cover art. Me and my partner, we dropped the collab tape like the month before them. I tape drop, and then they like if I show you the artwork and then you see that, you gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? But I know they probably not physically watching our shit, doing that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody got motivated.
But you know what I'm saying?
We just finesse some underground artists.
Do we know? Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Left, right, up and down.
It be like that because the underground shit be so raw.
Right.
Like that's why when I get around a lot of artists, they gravitate to me because I'm really in there. You know what I'm saying? Like they already see it on me. They like, damn, this nigga icy, he ain't got no deal. I don't even know who this nigga is. Who the fuck is you? And then I just get to, you know what I'm saying, popping my shit, and then niggas be like, okay, yeah, I fuck with dude. That's why every rapper I come in contact with, we be locked in. You know what I'm saying? It don't even be just about getting no verses from niggas and shit like that. Like,
Yeah,
I call all these niggas we talking about right now on the phone, they gonna answer that hoe, what's up, brother?
That's real.
You know what I'm saying?
Need that, and it's crazy because, you know, the pandemic slowed a lot of niggas down, but for others, nigga, they call it the bandemic, man. It's been up.
Did you get the PPE?
Yeah. Did you ever go to the one of the strip clubs out in H, you know, on one of them stimulus check nights, and just see niggas just blowing half their kids' tuition on it?
It's lit.
Yeah, that's stimulus check.
Nigga.
PPE, SBA.
Nigga, they was throwing it.
Man, I wish I would have got one of them motherfuckers.
I know a nigga that have no job.
That's
nigga
why.
like 10.
That's when the tricking went up.
Shit, it's like,
Tricking went up.
is it tricking if you're using the government's money? No, goddamn, like, I'm gonna give you some free money, you know, here.
That's just like what I just said with the God blessing you with unlimited money. And you gonna go give it to the next motherfucker. That ain't what you're supposed to be doing.
Keep
now.
it being. Did niggas win the most in the Trump era? I feel like niggas.
But I
was
don't know,
winning.
because Biden got some shit on the way.
Yeah, he got some shit on the
and
way.
then he finna be in the office for a minute.
Yeah,
Trump
that nigga
really was trying to save his ass. He was trying to save his ass.
Put my name on the check.
Hey,
Biden need to hurry the fuck up.
Hey, who does Biden got a pardon now to make it?
Yeah, nah, we gonna see what he gonna do. Who he gonna let out?
He gotta let out C murder.
For sure. We can't keep overlooking, bro. For sure.
Hey, if you was president, who would you pardon? Who are like 3 people you would pardon?
C murder. Big Meech for sure. And shit. I don't. Yeah. Well, I don't really.
I don't really know motherfuckers in jail.
Like all my niggas is out
All
right
my
now.
niggas
You know what I'm
free.
saying? So I don't know, like for sure.
So that new project that's coming up, tell us about a song that we should be excited for and looking forward to.
Formation.
Formation.
Yeah. I think Formation is like my stupid amped up. You know what I'm saying? And then we about to get ready to shoot the video. The video is gonna be what's gonna sell it to me. Like when I perform that hoe, I'm already turned every time on the stage. So it's like now, and at the time when I recorded it, when I first recorded it, I didn't really see it like that. You know what I'm saying? You know how you overlook some shit, you fuck around and make a song and other people like it more than you. So I'm like, well shit, yeah, that hoe cool. But then I'm letting other people listen to it. They're like, bro, this hoe hard. This need to be your next one. So I'm like, then I just, you know, every song that I get on, I just be talking lingo and different shit, and I'm listening to what I'm saying, and I'm like, I'm really walking on this bitch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, I want to. Who are some of the features that you work with on this next take coming up?
There's no features on
No,
there.
straight in.
No features.
That's
on
what's
there.
up. What was the strategy behind that?
Like, I just feel like I wanna give the people me first. Like, I got a mixtape called Slugga and Friends. That bitch got 20 features on it with. I got enough features. Like,
That's smart as fuck.
yeah, like, but I was gonna put Slugga and Friends out first, but I really don't want to put that whole out yet because I haven't shot all the videos yet.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
You got any shout outs?
Man, shout out my whole label, MGE, Exotic Empire. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the underground artists that's making this shit look good. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody who chasing their dreams every day they wake up, cause that's what it's about.
Hey, man. Hey, and for anybody want to get in contact with you for any bookings and features, how do they do that?
Man, you can follow me at MoneyGangSlugga everywhere. YouTube, MoneyGang TV, MCD Swift for the booking.
Hey, man. Money Gang Slugga, you came in here with that shit on, my nigga. You're very talented, brother. You got all the super visuals, man. You turned up for your city, man. We love everything you're doing. Keep doing that. We salute everything you're doing, brother. You are a real life street star.
Shit, so.
Shout out Reallyfe StreetStarz, nigga. Move it. Hey.